Frederick the Great, also known as Frederick II, was born on January 24, 1712, in the city of Berlin, which was part of the Kingdom of Prussia. His father, King Frederick William I, was very strict, and he raised Frederick in a way that might seem harsh by today's standards. His father wanted him to be strong and disciplined, but Frederick was more interested in music, philosophy, and the arts. He did not enjoy the military lifestyle his father forced on him, and this caused a lot of tension between them. Despite these early challenges, Frederick grew to become one of the most important kings in history, known for his military skills, leadership, and the way he changed his country. From a young age, Frederick was not the same as his brothers. He loved reading books and studying philosophy, especially the works of French thinkers like Voltaire. He enjoyed playing the flute and wrote music himself. His father, however, wanted him to be a soldier, and he forced him to spend most of his time learning about military strategy. This conflict between father and son became even more intense when Frederick tried to escape the royal palace. At the age of 18, he was caught trying to run away to England. His father was furious and locked him up in prison for a short time. Afterward, Frederick's father arranged for him to marry a woman named Elizabeth Christine, but Frederick was not in love with her. Despite these early troubles, Frederick soon became known for his intelligence and strong will. When Frederick William I, his father, died in 1740, Frederick became the King of Prussia. He was only 28 years old. At that time, Prussia was a small kingdom in Europe, and many of the other European countries did not take it very seriously. But Frederick was determined to change that. He knew that in order to make Prussia strong, he needed to improve the army and build a powerful nation. One of the first things Frederick did as king was to strengthen his army. He realized that Prussia's military had to be able to defend the country from its powerful neighbors like Austria, France, and Russia. He reformed the army, trained soldiers well, and made sure that his soldiers were disciplined. He also built many new fortresses and improved the roads to make it easier for the army to move quickly. Frederick believed that a strong army would help Prussia become a respected power in Europe, and he worked hard to make this dream come true. Frederick the Great was also a very skilled military leader. He led his army in several wars and won many important battles. One of the most famous wars he fought was the War of Austrian Succession, which began in 1740. During this war, Frederick seized the region of Silesia, which was part of Austria at the time. This was a major victory for Frederick and helped make him a well-known leader in Europe. Many people admired his bravery and strategic thinking during the war. He became famous for his ability to outsmart his enemies and win against the odds. Another important war Frederick fought was the 7 Years' War, which began in 1756. In this war, Frederick faced a large coalition of countries including Austria, France, and Russia. These countries wanted to defeat Prussia and take away its power. Despite being outnumbered, Frederick led his army with great skill and won several important battles. His most famous victory during this war was the Battle of Rossbach in 1757. Even though his army was smaller than the enemy's, Frederick was able to use clever tactics to defeat them. His victory at Rossbach made him one of the most respected military leaders in Europe. Frederick's victories in battle were not the only things that made him famous. He was also known for being a good ruler who wanted to make his country better. He believed in the idea of enlightened absolutism, which meant that he wanted to rule in a way that would improve the lives of his people. He reformed the legal system, making laws clearer and more fair. He also supported education and the arts, encouraging people to study science, music, and literature. Frederick himself was a very educated man, and he corresponded with many famous philosophers and writers of his time, including Voltaire. Frederick was also a very practical king. He understood that his country needed strong institutions to succeed. He improved agriculture by introducing new farming methods and encouraging farmers to be more productive. He also worked to make the economy of Prussia stronger by improving trade and industry. He was a king who was always thinking about the future and how to make Prussia a better place. One of the most important things Frederick did was to create a strong, centralized state. He believed that the king should have the power to make decisions for the country, but he also understood the importance of having a good system of government. He made sure that the people who worked for him were talented and loyal. He also created a strong bureaucracy to help run the country efficiently. Even though Frederick the Great was a powerful king, he was not without his critics. Some people thought that he was too focused on military matters, and did not pay enough attention to the needs of his people. Others thought that he was too harsh in his treatment of his enemies, especially during the wars he fought. But despite these criticisms, Frederick remained a popular ruler and continued to be admired for his leadership. Frederick the Great ruled Prussia for almost 46 years, from 1740 until his death in 1786. During his reign, he transformed Prussia from a small, weak kingdom into one of the most powerful states in Europe. He was known for his military genius, his love of culture, and his belief in the importance of education and reform. After his death, Frederick was remembered as one of the greatest kings in history. Today, Frederick the Great is still remembered as a great leader. Statues and monuments to him can be found in many places in Prussia, now part of modern-day Germany. He is often remembered as a king who changed the course of history and helped shape the future of Europe. Frederick's legacy is still studied by historians, military strategists, and political leaders. His ability to lead during times of war, his understanding of government, and his reforms have made him an important figure in world history. He proved that even a small country could become a major power if its leaders were determined and focused on the future. Frederick the Great's reign had a lasting impact on Europe. His reforms and military strategies influenced many other countries, and his ideas about governance and education helped shape modern Europe. Even today, he is remembered as a powerful and enlightened ruler who helped make Prussia a great power. Frederick the Great died on August 17, 1786, but his legacy lived on. His ideas and his military victories continue to inspire people all over the world. He is remembered not only for his military genius, but also for his contributions to culture, philosophy, and government. Through his leadership, Frederick the Great made Prussia a nation to be reckoned with and left a lasting mark on the history of Europe.